What's yours, Cesaro?
Lucky C-note for our new deal. You're not going to regret it.
I don't like the C-note, Cesaro. I take that as an insult.
That was Frankie Pentangeli in Godfather Part 2 having a really bad meeting with the Rosado brothers, and you're probably wondering why we are opening up a piece on John Lester with the thing from The Godfather. Well, the answer is easy. I love The Godfather. Any chance I can get to use a Godfather reference is okay with me. But number two, Carmine Rosado's C-note to Frankie Pentangeli was an insult, and wait for it, the Red Sox $70 million offer to John Lester last year in spring training was an insult. But if you think that's an insult, you also have to go to the other side of the coin, which is John Lester and that whole business about an implied hometown discount. He talked about it again in spring training this year.
I mean it. I want to stay here. This is all I've known. I don't really, like I said in the awards deal, I don't like change. I don't like going into new places that I have to learn. If I had to go out to Arizona right now and find my way around and meet new people and have new teammates and all that, I mean, I can deal with 3 or 4 new teammates, not a whole squad of them. That'd be kind of tough for me. I'm terrible with names as it is. But no, I mean, I meant what I said. I mean, there's no getting around it. I want to stay here. I want to be here till the end and see this thing out.
So now the question is, who's the good guy and who's the bad guy here? You can say that the Red Sox put up just enough money to get turned down by John Lester so that he could go to Theo Epstein, the Chicago Cubs, or you can say that John Lester never really was sincere about the hometown discount and he was going to go to the team that offered him the most money. Let's put that aside for a moment because only history is going to tell us how that turns out. The point of today's missive is this. I believe John Lester has a chance to go to the Hall of Fame. And as I wrote in the Boston Herald and at bostonherald.com, the only way he's going to get there is stop following Josh Beckett. Josh Beckett was around the same age that John Lester was back in 2010 when he signed what was then a big deal contract, 4 years, $68 million. You know what happened after that? Josh Beckett became rather complacent and cranky and frankly overweight during his last years with the Red Sox, and nobody shed a tear when the Red Sox shipped Beckett off to the Los Angeles Dodgers. Beckett's 34 years old and his career is over. Can John Lester's career be over at 34? I doubt it, but here's the thing. Josh Beckett was probably never going to go to the Hall of Fame. The trajectory didn't seem to be that way. He never had several good seasons in a row. He'd have a good season, a bad season, then a good season again. John Lester has had a whole bunch of good seasons in a row, including 8 straight seasons with 30 or more starts. He's thrown a no-hitter, and he's won 3 games in the World Series, helping the Red Sox to 2 World Series championships. Now, you can say he's never won 20 games, and you'd be correct. You can say he's never won a Cy Young Award, and you'd be correct. But he's been one of the top pitchers in the game throughout his big league career. That's Act 1. If Act 2, which is his 30s, is anywhere close to what Act 1 was, John Lester's going to the Hall of Fame. But he needs to be John Lester and not Josh Beckett. For the Herald Press Box with videographer Bob Grime in a very cold, raw Fenway Park, this is Steve Buckley.